it was going to be awkward. We just didn't know how awkward it was going to be with her being in the same wedding party as her ex-boyfriend, whom she had blocked, but unblocked so they could have communication about the wedding party, and then he tries to slide back into her life. So go ahead and break it down, Abby, what was leading up to this wedding this weekend with the texting tutor we did with Tara and her ex.
Yeah, so Tara's ex-boyfriend got unblocked, and he immediately thought, so you're saying there's a chance. So I guess this guy was super clingy. They had been dating for a year, and this guy needed to go. He could not take no for an answer. So Tara, being the strong, independent woman that she is, was like, you know what? I'm just going to block him. Like, if he's going to keep blowing up my phone, if he can't take this breakup with grace, then I'm just going to get rid of this guy. So because they're in the same wedding party and they have to be in communication in the group chat, she was like, okay, I'm just going to unblock him. And then after the wedding, we'll go back to blocking status. So of course, all of his old texts end up going through. He notices it and he sees this as his way in to get back in good graces with Tara. So he ends up inviting her out to have a conversation about their relationship, and she immediately wanted to shut this down. So we helped her with a texting tutor to try and get rid of this man, and needless to say, we ended up having to block him again.
Because he called as we were in the middle of the texting tutor.
That's
he actually tried to
right.
call her and speak to her. The audacity.
Man is not giving up.
All right, Tara, the wedding was this past weekend. You were going to be in the same room as him for many, many hours. How did it go?
Oh my gosh. Let's just say he's been excommunicated pretty much from the friend group. I mean, he caused the ultimate scene at the wedding.
Oh my God.
I can't say I'm surprised.
I know. I'm not surprised either.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, free alcohol, unresolved feelings, not such a great mix. And also that I brought my new boyfriend, so that didn't help. But by the way, he's not dating a fellow bridesmaid.
You don't say.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he lied because we had Tara text him and be like, hey, by the way, I'm bringing my new man. And he's like, well, I have a new woman, too. And she also happens to be one of your friends and in the bridal party. And that's no shock to me that he completely fibbed that up.
Oh, my gosh. It was not true at all. We had this whole full debrief of everything, and he just unloaded while we were all just trying to get ready. It was like one of the worst days of my life. And when I didn't have to be around him, I managed to keep my distance as much as possible. I'd say the most talking we did was us just trying to get ready, and, taking photos was totally awkward. Yeah, he was always coming next to me, and I just was getting the heebie-jeebies. And, I would just politely walk away, smile, because I didn't want to cause a scene. I didn't want to be the one to look crazy.
Of course not.
And, and then at the reception, well, that's when things went off the wall. So he grabbed the mic from the DJ at the end of the night and basically made an off-the-cuff speech.
Those are the best. The scheduled speeches aren't where it's at. It's them off-the-cuff, drunken speeches from people that have no business grabbing a mic. That's when the good stuff happens.
Everybody loves those.
Oh, yeah. It was the most cringeworthy thing you've ever seen. So he just was rambling on and on about love and torment and all the things. He started to cry.
Dang.
And not weep. I mean, just, oh my God, he was crazy. And then at one point, the DJ grabbed the mic and started blasting some Hot to Go to try to erase the moment. And it was what? Is this going to make YouTube? Is that what's going to happen? I don't know.
I don't know, Tara. I'm starting to be on your man's side here, because if he's that passionate about you, I'm starting to think maybe you should just swing back around. This man loves you.
He's fighting for love.
He's fighting for you.
That's one person's passions, another person's crazy.
No, please. I could never be with him again. Literally, even those few moments I talked to him in the beginning of the day, it clicked to me instantly, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is why I'm not with him. He's clingy, he's annoying, he's clearly a liar. So, I mean, he was just contradicting himself constantly, and I know he just hated the idea I brought my boyfriend there, and he's asking me if I think he looks good. It was, guys,
Yeah.
It
That's
was
cringe.
so crazy.
How did your boyfriend handle the whole thing? Because I would find this very uncomfortable if I'm being brought into the situation where I already don't really know anybody, and now this man is like going off about love and knowing he's your ex.
No, girl, are you kidding me? This is the most entertaining wedding. Normally, if you're like the plus one of a bridal, like somebody's in a bridal party, you are bored to tears. Like you don't have it, like you're sitting there by yourself most of the time. No, we got some serious drama. This man put on a show within a show for him.
Yeah, you're right. My boyfriend laughed the entire time. Like, literally, he thought it was the funniest thing in the world. He was busting my chops the whole night. And at the end, when my ex was making the speech, he was looking at me basically the whole time. And my boyfriend was just, like, putting his arm around me and, like, trying to kiss my cheek and my neck, like, trying to piss off my ex. And it was just...
Did he mention you in the speech?
He's got a great sense of humor, so...
Did he mention you in the speech at all?
No, but like everybody in the room, like that knows me knows, and literally he was staring at me the whole time. So yeah, he didn't have to say my name. Let's just put it that way.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Tara, I'm glad you survived the weekend. I'm glad he's back, back on Blocked, and I'm glad your friend saw him for who he is. So now maybe you won't ever have to run into him ever again.
And if he does run into you again, there's this thing called a restraining order. I would love to hook you up with some connections for that.
Or it's the universe showing you that that's your true love.
Either way.
Oh God.
I think.
Thank you guys for your help so much.
Thank you.
Because this was hard.
Well, thank you for the update. All right.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
The Bert Show.